So Senator Cynthia Lumis meets with Trump's new crypto czar David Sachs to discuss her strategic Bitcoin reserve bill. She says 2025 will be the year for Bitcoin. The Bitwise CIO says that if a U.S. strategic Bitcoin reserve happens within the first 100 days, it could push Bitcoin to anywhere between $300,000 and $500,000 in 2025. And his base case, even without that, is that we'll see a $200,000 Bitcoin in 2025. All right, and Ohio lawmaker introduces a Bitcoin reserve bill allowing the state to actually buy Bitcoin. That's pretty amazing. Amazing. So Ohio has become the third state behind Texas and Pennsylvania to see bills introduced to actually establish Bitcoin reserves as part of the state treasury. So yeah, what happened today after the FOMC meeting? Mostly the market overreacting. You know, we had Fed Chair Powell. The only real negative thing was maybe that they said that they might only cut 2 times next year, which might not be as much as investors wanted. And we had a reporter ask him about Bitcoin, and he didn't have a positive answer. He didn't necessarily have a negative answer, but he just said that it's not allowed for the Fed to buy Bitcoin right now. Something like that. So, yeah. I think really we have a market overreaction here, which results in some discounted prices. Bitcoin is simply back to where it was about 5 days ago. It's not really any crazy dip, right? I mean, we were at these same levels on the 14th. So, yeah, I think we should be seeing the market bounce back tomorrow into Friday, resuming our Santa rally. Again, we know that Russia is considering creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Another article on this. This is aligning with global trends with countries like El Salvador, Brazil, and Poland. Okay, again, here's the Brazil. They are indeed introducing a bill for a national Bitcoin reserve. Strategic Bitcoin reserve was proposed by a French member of European Parliament to bolster the European Union. So that's great. They're now considering it over in Europe. It's being proposed by parliament members. Here we go again, saying no to CBDC and yes to Bitcoin from the European Parliament member. Blackrock released a video today explaining Bitcoin for everyday people. As we know, large-scale adoption has not happened yet. We saw that Microsoft, for example, did not vote to buy Bitcoin. However, it will be coming, and BlackRock is releasing this video to help educate people. It's a very simple video. Doesn't go that deep at all. So it's really for people that don't know anything about it. All right, here's a statistic. Coinbase has now surpassed the NASDAQ in revenue as crypto trading spikes. All right, again, we're seeing that U.S. Senator Cynthia Lumis is saying 2025 will be the year for Bitcoin and digital assets. And that does coincide with the 4th year of our crypto cycle, like we talked about in an earlier video. In fact, they've already got the bill completely written up. All it needs is a signature. It's right here. We can view it. It's all ready to go. Here's another interesting one. Bitcoin ETFs have officially flipped gold funds in assets under management. And for some XRP Ripple news, the stablecoin has launched and is doing very well. Analysts are predicting that XRP could actually push all the way up to $35, which is extremely bullish. Here's another analyst saying that XRP holders will be the richest people you know, and here's why. They basically go on to say that market watchers expect XRP to breach its all-time high soon and insists that XRP holders, again, could become some of the richest investors. The XRP Bollinger Bands are suggesting a breakout. Also, XRP has this bull flag that it's trying to break out of. Aside from the Fed shakeout that we're dealing with currently, that can be ignored because it'll probably only last for a couple days. So XRP, this is the one to have. Bloomberg ETF analysts are saying SEC will approve a joint XRP and Solana ETF next year. So that's great. We know we're going to be seeing more of these. Eric Balchunas, he's talking about this and saying that we may see HBAR ETFs, Solana. He even says Litecoin. There's also an XRP buyback program proposed to Japanese financial giant SBI. Here's some HBAR news. HBAR taps into Chainlink's data standard to boost DeFi and RWA adoption. Interesting from Van Eck, they say as a wildcard bet, we forecast that Coinbase will take the unprecedented step of tokenizing coin stock and deploying it to its base blockchain. Very interesting. This is interesting. Exodus is a company that's been newly listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and they are also employing the Bitcoin strategy. I believe they have 19,000 Bitcoin now, so this is pretty cool. We're seeing more and more of this every day. So check this out. Exodus, a company with a massive Bitcoin treasury, Bitcoin revenue, and pays 100% of their salaries in Bitcoin. Wow, that's amazing. All right, Michael Saylor says he'd be willing to advise President-elect Donald Trump on Bitcoin and crypto. Just in, Hong Kong SFC approves and lists 4 new Bitcoin and crypto trading platforms. Wow. So China is getting prepared. All right, Metaplanet now hits a market cap of $1 billion thanks to the Bitcoin strategy. All right, this is potentially bullish for the crypto space. We have anti-Bitcoin SEC commissioner will not be renominated to her position. Okay, so that's good news, I suppose. Well, it's definitely good news. All right, Bitwise launches a Solana staking ETP in Europe amid the US approval delays. That's interesting. So they're already getting started over in Europe with Solana. It's definitely coming here very soon. All right, and as we know, Bitcoin did take a dip. The whole market took a dip, equities and crypto, after today's Fed decision, which is very typical. We always see volatility around Fed rate decisions. So it would be also quite typical if we see a bounce back begin starting late tomorrow or Friday, resuming the Santa rally that was already happening. Okay, so after the dips that we had today, Bitcoin is still sitting at $100,000. ETH is down to 3,600, so that could be discount right there. XRP is down to 235. It dipped even into the 220s earlier. Solana is still way down at 208. DOGE is down to 36. Cardano's at 97, back to discount territory. Chainlink has stayed pretty strong, I think. It's still up at $24.69, although from $30 the other day, it's still down a bit. Sui at $4.37. Stellar Lumens came way down. They're at 40 cents right now. Earlier, they went way further, 38. HBAR is at 0.2737. Their lowest was 0.2573. So yeah, the whole market is in a correction right now. VeChain's at 51. It came all the way down to 47 from earlier at 2 p.m. being at 55. So yeah, it could be a really good shopping day if you have some cash ready to DCA, some dry powder. That's why you always got to keep some cash around so that you can DCA in on days like this. And we really should see a bounce back beginning late tomorrow or Friday, or who knows, maybe we'll start the day and just start rallying from the morning. NVIDIA is down right now at 128.91. MicroStrategy is way down at 349 right now. And Coinbase is also down at 279. After hours, 283.